women who stood in the streets of Iran and demanded the most basic of human rights: dignity, freedom, and the right to determine their own future. Many paid for that dream with their lives. Many remain in prison. Many remain missing. And countless families continue to search for answers. Today, we remember all those who have been killed, imprisoned, tortured, and disappeared under the Islamic Republic. We remember the women who removed their hijabs and risked everything for freedom. We remember the students, workers, athletes, artists, and ordinary citizens who refused to accept a future defined by fear. And we remember that behind every statistic is a human being, a daughter, a son, a mother, a father, a life that mattered. As we honor all of those who have sacrificed, I want to speak the name of one young man whose courage became a symbol of an entire generation's struggle. Majid Reza Rahnavard. Majid Reza would have turned 27 this Tuesday. Instead, he was only 23 years old when he was publicly executed by the regime. His execution was intended to send a message of fear to millions of Iranians demanding freedom. Instead, it sent a different message. It showed the world exactly what this regime is willing to do to maintain power. When they executed Majid Reza Rahnavard, they believed they were silencing a protester. Instead, they created a martyr. His name lives on, his memory lives on, and the cause for which he gave his life lives on. Even today, disturbing reports continue to emerge from Iran. Just recently, authorities in neighboring Armenia reported intercepting more than 50 pounds of human hair smuggled from Iran across the border. The incident serves as another reminder of the exploitation, suffering, and desperation that millions of Iranians continue to endure after nearly half a century under this regime. My friends, we must never allow ourselves to become discouraged. The Islamic Republic survives through fear, censorship, intimidation, and propaganda. It wants the world to believe that resistance is hopeless. It wants Iranians to believe they are alone. It wants us to forget. But we will not forget. We will continue to speak. We will continue to organize. We will continue to raise awareness. Because every conversation matters. Every rally matters. Every voice matters. And every act of courage weakens the foundations of this regime. Let us also be clear about something else. The problem with the Islamic Republic did not begin with nuclear weapons. For 47 years, this regime has oppressed the Iranian people, exported terrorism, funded extremist organizations, destabilized the Middle East, and robbed generations of Iranians of the future they deserve. Long before the world worried about uranium enrichment, the Iranian people were already suffering under tyranny. The problem is not merely what the regime possesses. The problem is the regime itself. For decades, policymakers have focused on individual symptoms of this regime: its nuclear ambitions, its missile program, its proxies, and its regional aggression. But these are symptoms. The disease is the regime itself. And history teaches us something important. No dictatorship lasts forever. Few believed the Soviet Union would ever fall. It controlled millions through fear, imprisoned dissidents, silenced opposition, and appeared permanent. Yet it collapsed because no regime can indefinitely suppress a people who refuse to surrender their desire for freedom. The Berlin Wall fell, apartheid fell. Dictatorships throughout history have believed they would rule forever. Every one of them was wrong. The Islamic Republic wants the world to believe that freedom in Iran is impossible. We are here today because we know the opposite is true. The Iranian people have not surrendered. The Iranian people have not forgotten. And the Iranian people have not given up. The Islamic Republic may appear powerful today, but history teaches us that tyrannies are often strongest just before they fall. The Islamic Republic will be no exception. A free free Iran would not only benefit the Iranian people, it would benefit the entire world. A democratic Iran would be a force for stability rather than chaos. A democratic Iran would invest in its people instead of funding violence abroad. A democratic Iran would be a partner to the free nations of the world, including the United States. And perhaps most importantly, a free Iran with the pride of extremist groups throughout the region of one of their principal state sponsors. That is why the struggle of the Iranian people matters not only to Iranians, but to everyone who believes in freedom, human rights, and peace. That is also why millions of Iranians have placed their hopes in a democratic transition led by the Iranian people themselves. It is why so many great protesters have openly expressed support for Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, viewing him as a unifying figure capable of helping guide the nation toward a free, secular, and democratic future. The Crown Prince has consistently called for national unity, democracy, human rights, and the right of the Iranian people to determine their own destiny through free elections. And from here in the capital of the United States, I want to send a message to President Trump. The Iranian people have not forgotten your words when you said that help is on the way. Now is the time to stand firmly with the Iranian people, not with the regime, not with its lobbyists, not with those who continue to exercise its crimes, but with the people of Iran who have sacrificed so much for freedom. The Iranian people are not asking others to win this fight for them. They're asking the free world to stand with them in their fight for freedom. And one day, they will succeed. One day, the prisons will be opened. One day, the executions will end. One day, families will no longer fear a knock on the door in the middle of the night. And one day, the lion's sun will once again fly proudly over a free Iran. And when that day comes, we will remember those who made it possible. We will remember the fallen. We will remember the imprisoned. We will remember the missing. We will remember Majid Reza Pahlavi. And we will remember every hero who gave everything so that Iran could live. Javid Shah, Payende Iran.
Javid Shah, Payende Iran.
Javid Shah.